Welcome back, brothers. How you feeling?
Feeling good.
All right. Realionaires podcast. We gave y'all 2 weeks off, kind of regroup, And tonight we have a special guest with us to the right of me. Yeah. It's my boy Wise.
2 weeks off.
Chip. All right.
Man, let's give it who you are,
good. Wise, W-I-Z-E, somewhat a poet, so they call me, you know what I mean?
Somewhat a poet.
One half of, the Malcolm and Martin experience.
No, but let's get back to that
somewhat a poet. I mean, I'm a poet.
The nerve.
I'm a poet, man.
I don't respect many poets.
I don't know.
Word.
Yeah.
He
was being humble.
The Beijing Bear. No, we're not humble on a fucking Thursday. All right, now let's get to the get down. Let me introduce my co-host. So, still, on the right to me, we got
MJB, Marlon Jean-Baptiste.
And on the left, we got
You already slam the announcer, a.k.a. the voice of reason.
And this time around, we are talking about black health, but more specifically, black men. So, let's start off with the mental check-in.
Hold on, real quick. Yeah, the mental check-in. Talking about black health before I get my black ass kicked.
Right.
Let me give a shout-out. Happy anniversary to my lady.
Oh!
Yeah.
Happy anniversary!
Congrats.
4 years today. We're going strong. 4 years.
Wait, so the baby, not an anniversary?
Oh, for sure.
I ain't
gonna lie, y'all got a complex
birthday.
Baby, anniversary.
Nice.
He a broke motherfucker right now. They was saying, $10, nigga. Right, can I get congratulations, though.
Man.
4 years.
My boy Henny Shaw said happy anniversary.
Yo,
Black
appreciate
love.
all the love.
Yeah.
Going strong.
Yeah.
Love to
That's how you
see
do
it.
it?
Yeah.
Love to see it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Right. And
I'm good. I'm still stuck on, happy anniversary, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
good.
Yeah,
That just put me in a good mood.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh, see?
Black love, 4 years.
Right.
Man, you gotta love that shit.
And it's real too, because I'm here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That means the cuteness shit,
All that beginning shit is out the window. And
what you get me? The lights?
Right.
Shits?
But the real, on some real shit, it go to show how real it is, how the support is there.
You
know what I mean? Because that's important from
That's
your
a fact.
Yeah.
Fact.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
most women would have been at your neck. Oh, today, why you got to go today?
Right.
Or they'd have been here with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, right here with me.
Right there. Yeah.
I'm your special guest.
Forever.
Y'all been interviewing me about these last 4 years.
Right.
Well,
Let me
you ain't
get a
gonna see
mic.
another 4.
Since we just
All right.
talking.
Yeah.
Alright, so wow, I feel good and better than I did a week ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I experienced some crazy shit that I've never experienced before, and I used to laugh at people when it happened to them.
Right.
So it was living proof for me that karma has everyone's address, and you laugh now, you might be breathing funny later. So for those who don't know, I was at the gym and a weight dropped on my chest. 135.
Crazy. I don't think we got a sound effect for that.
Nah.
Right.
And the funniest shit about it was 2 things that was funny. One was how quickly I jumped up. Like I wasn't hurt. And I was fucking dying. The second was the little Asian kid who, as soon as I got up, wiped the bench down and started working out.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck about you.
No, that means that the motherfucker watched me
He watched it
almost die.
Right. That nigga wiped her. He said,
He was happy he could finally get a set in.
Right. Nah, but here was the shit that got me. I'm talking about the shit at work, right? So I'm like, so I went to the hospital. And everybody's like, you went to the hospital? Like, yeah, what the fuck I was supposed to do? Walk it off? Like, nigga, I'm old.
Right. No.
You know what I mean? And then, but how about I call my man Sean, I tell him, and we be having such deep conversation, he thought I meant it metaphorically. He was like, yeah, man, I know that feeling. I said, it happened to you before? He's like, oh, you mean a real weight? Yes, nigga, a real weight.
Nigga life is hard,
Right. Shit.
That's the nuts part.
Right, bro. Like, yo, listen, man.
That was a ball. You gotta write that one down.
Once I found out that wasn't nothing broke, I was able to deal with it. But Now I understand the importance of spotters.
Yeah.
I still will never use one because I'm not gonna have no nigga balls over my head. Talking about push one more, you could do it. No, the fuck I can't. But I understand it. So what I did was I went on Amazon and got me some gloves. We will not be dropping.
That's
shit.
not the. That's the answer.
I don't know.
Nah,
that's not the answer. You gotta
Yeah,
change the grip.
No,
You gotta change the.
No, it was
change the
because
grip, though.
I gotta change the grip, but it was also because the shit just slipped straight down my goddamn.
Somebody done used too much cocoa butter.
It was popcorn. All right, so let's get to it.
Oh shit!
Oh
Should have used that
shit!
Razak for
This nigga.
I went to the gym.
All right, so before we get into the topics at hand, we got 4 things since we've been gone. Just things I wanted to mention, feedback, whatever. First one. There was a woman who left her child in the house alone in a crib for 11 days
Oh, when I went on vacation.
while she went on vacation to
yeah.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, but the bitch got life in jail.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
As the fuck she should.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Is bitch acceptable for this one?
Hell, your job is being thrown out with.
Bitch! Can I get one more?
First one of the fucking season.
Bitch!
First one of
Alright.
season 2, and it was
All
well
right,
worth it.
next one.
She shouldn't have got a grave dug for her. That's a fact.
Right.
That's crazy.
And then the
Grave.
shit about it is they catch pictures of her smiling and shit on the beach.
Yeah.
You bitch! Yeah, all right.
My thing with that is, when you leave your kids in the house, you can call them to see if they're all right. Like, how old was the kid? Because she even called the kid and
The
FaceTime
baby, the baby was like a year and some
In the
change,
crib,
bro.
in the crib.
In the crib.
Oh, wow.
In the crib.
So you can't even call her like, hey, baby, you good? Like, his fucking baby just sitting there just surviving.
For 11 days, that baby was probably gone in 4.
That baby survived in the womb for 9 months. It ain't got to come out and survive in the first year again for 11 days. So you can go to fucking Puerto Rico.
Yo, this shit is horrible.
Wow.
That shit is very
Next
horrible.
one, the clown
In the
who
crib, not
stabbed
the
the
house.
girl because she didn't want to give him
Oh,
the
man.
IG.
Oh, God. I don't
He turned himself in.
But he turned himself in and then tried to plead not guilty.
I guess. If
I
we
mean, no. The reason why I'm clapping is because I was watching social media. They were on him, which is probably why he turned himself in.
Right.
Because somebody would have caught him. Motherfuckers was putting up posts, and I'm talking about people like Styles P. Like, yo, this nigga don't need to be breathing no more.
They would have caught him.
Right.
Yeah.
So-
Hood Justice was definitely caught him.
Right. So all he got to do is make it to the island. He gonna be just like the slumlord, the New York's worst landlord. He turned himself in. 2 days in on the island, somebody fucked him up. Probably leasing somebody's grandmother's place. All right. Next one. Donald Trump. I'm gonna say it now because the motherfucker is definitely gonna win because I don't think Biden is gonna be breathing when the elections come in. So our next president. Okay, first he had his sneakers. Them shits was butt ugly. Shame on anybody who bought them.
Put it in the collection.
Right.
Fat Joe?
Especially after he
Fat
said,
Joe had a pair.
of course.
No.
Yes, he did, and he tried to justify it.
He did.
Mind you, Donald Trump said, well, black people are going to buy them because they like sneakers.
Yeah.
Which is similar to Biden saying, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. Just keep that in mind. Different wing, same plane. But now, old Don, because of the money he owes, is selling Bibles. $60.
I didn't even see that one.
Yes.
I didn't see that one.
Make America Great Again Bibles.
You know people gonna buy them.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, Donald Trump got a lot more fans than we think he do. There's a lot
No,
of people who
no,
love themselves some Trump.
but you got
Fans, supporters.
But he got a lot of people that blindly like him. Like they don't even know why, bro. Like you ask them, why do you support him? Because Bill Clinton ain't shit. What the fuck, Bill Clinton? Yo, listen, there's people still blaming Obama for shit.
Listen.
Yeah, I mean-
Let's keep it all the way 100. A lot of people support him because of stimulus.
Yo, that's a fact. A lot of people
That's
love
a-
Trump because of stimulus
Yo.
checks.
But he didn't do the stimulus check.
But here's the thing.
Obama did it.
He was in office
He was
at
in
the
office when it
No.
happened.
He
Yes,
was in office when it happened.
Obama ain't give us no bread. I'm sorry.
No, you wildin'. I got a check from Obama, my nigga.
From what? Obama gave us no money?
Yes, the fuck he did. It was like $400. Yes, the fuck he did.
I got a personal relationship.
What the fuck you want?
Yo, let me tell you something.
I had to do too much for that stimulus check. I had to actually go to H&R Block and all that dumb shit.
With Obama, I actually had to pay money because I ain't have health insurance, nigga. Shit. I was like,
enough of my goddamn president.
I ain't making him nothing.
Obama
That's right.
Well, I'm saying stimulus is all
Trump
right there.
Yeah, that was all Trump, right?
Yeah, that was all
He
Trump.
had to do something for niggas to spend money. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I will never ever be a Trump supporter.
I was. I'm just giving you the
definitely gonna be the
answer.
next president.
Yeah, he's definitely unfortunately.
I'm just giving the answer.
Unfortunately.
And if he come and he
Shit
spend
is
the block
wild.
on stimulus checks, we gonna take them shit like we did last time.
Right.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take that money.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's just like I talk all that shit about reparations. We don't need that. Give me that. Give me.
And on top of it, you got an extra kid from when that happened? Yeah, you taking it.
Yeah. Give me a couple extra for the vaccine I didn't take that y'all motherfuckers fucked my life up. All right. Last but not least, P Diddy.
Oh Jesus.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
That's what it is.
Diddy or didn't he?
I don't support Trump at all. I don't support Trump.
Yes, he do. He got America Great Again scarf in his
I
house.
support him, but I spend his money.
I don't know, Slim. You a sneakerhead. What you doing?
Right.
You
I
a
did see some
sneakerhead.
gold in the back of your house.
You saw that cat? You saw that cat? View that cat?
All right, so are we surprised with Diddy?
Absolutely not.
man.
Absolutely not.
Niggas knew this back in the days, man. Forever.
Okay, so we're not surprised. We kind of knew what was going on. So I want to point out two things that in the midst of all of this shit just dawned on me. One, it's fucked up he left his kids in the house.
I mean, his kids is of age, man.
Fuck that. So you trying to tell me you know the cops is coming. You just gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna go to the store. You're not gonna be like, hey y'all, let's go get some ice cream.
I mean, did he know?
He knew.
Yeah, he knew. You can't tell me he ain't know.
I don't know that he knew, man.
Listen,
I don't know.
The same way Epstein knew and he was able to plan his murder. Did I say that out? I'm sorry.
listen. Them kids of age. Them kids been making hip hop, rap music. Y'all don't know to get the fuck out the crib when the rain come in. That nigga.
Wait, where the main camera?
Nigga said, I'll be back.
Sadi, watch the window, baby. Pay attention to the white van, because your daddy not going to tell you shit.
Listen, if you on the block and everybody running that way, what you gonna do?
I'm running the other way.
But you gonna still run?
Maybe.
Like how you said on fucking the Boondocks?
What?
They saw him running, they stayed. That's their fucking
I ain't fucking with y'all no more. All right, so this is the last thing, and then we can get into the topics. One thing I can't help but notice, watching it, because, you know, I don't watch regular TV, I do the YouTube. This motherfucker Gene Deal.
Yeah,
Okay.
you lost me on that one.
All right,
You got me on that
so
one.
if you ever go on YouTube and you punch in Diddy with anything, someone somewhere has done an interview with this nigga Gene Deal
Oh, this
where
is the
he's
snitch.
he sees shit, he knew this shit happened, he was in the room when this shit happened, he can
Everyone.
tell you who was there. My question is this: you seen so much shit happen,
Right.
you didn't try to intervene on nothing? And a bigger question, if you seen all of this fuckery going on, what part did you play? Were you the top or the bottom?
So here's the thing with that, right? We're having this discussion because of money. So don't you think he's getting a substantial amount to not fucking say nothing?
No, because he's saying something to everybody. You could be like, yo, Gene, what time is it? I watched Diddy, fuck Usher. That's how he's doing this shit.
But that's now.
Right.
No, this has been for at least 3 years. So maybe the payment
kind of
stopped.
recent though. Yeah, that's
I think so. Right. But
You're not on payroll no more,
But
so now
right.
I'm everything.
So if
Pumped
he's
it
been
around
speaking
since
on it
the
for
fucking
3
80s.
years, if he's been speaking on it for 3 years, prior to the 3 years,
that big
he
comment.
was
Right.
bankrolling.
But my thing is,
Them direct deposit was hitting.
okay, well,
Right.
I guess it's just bothering me, just like the chick now who's coming out talking about, oh, Sean didn't shoot me,
I told
Diddy
you that
did.
earlier.
Bitch,
Yeah.
shut up! Are
Why
you
saying
serious?
something now? Shauna
Is it
did
okay
his
to call
time
her a
already.
bitch?
You call. She's a bitch.
Bitch, shut up! See, I gotta
get a bitch approval each time.
Money talks.
But, yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately.
And a lot of Diddy's. Yo, Diddy paid out a lot of money. Them hits ain't rolling like they was, man.
Yeah.
Damn sure
Yeah.
not.
You know what I'm
Damn
saying?
sure not.
A lot of child support.
Ain't nobody
and all of that.
walking to go get cheesecake nowadays.
I'm just scared of one thing,
Niggas still
though.
rocking Sean John?
You know what? Oh, my God.
That's cool.
He about to reopen the restaurant.
You know what I mean? So, that
But
money drying up, boy.
he's about to single-handedly take down black music, if you think about it. Yeah. Because Diddy worked with damn near everybody.
Yeah, I just hate the fact that everybody's getting tied up in it.
Nigga, I saw something today. They said Jay-Z is hiding him on the island.
Yeah,
What?
like they dropping names. I'm like, come on, not him. Like, come on. Even with Meek, I was like, come on, not Meek.
They are going
Not
in
Meek.
on me.
Because Meek didn't say nothing.
No, he did say something. He said something to Academics. Academics was the first one.
But he's
And
like,
he
he's just
posted
letting
some
it
shit.
ride, bro. He just like, what y'all think? What y'all want to think? First of all, think what you want to think always means it happened. That always means it happened. Like, think what you want to think.
There's some videos out there they putting out that's a little questionable. There's some videos
but
out
see,
there.
listen, let me tell you something. I know as somebody who worked with graphics, in this day and age, you can manipulate a
you can
lot of
manipulate whatever.
shit, bro. Right now, there's supposed to be a video where Drake is going through his phone, and one of the pictures is supposed to be him catching a facial.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah, the editing game is different now.
Editing game is different. I can put us all on Meg Thee Stallion ass right now.
All right, but so here's the thing.
I don't know if I want to be there though.
Here's the thing with that though. Cool, you absolutely right. But like, why when some other shit come out, we don't say, editing
pull up.
is a beautiful thing. Why is it when the shit we don't want to believe now, all of a sudden is editing is crazy,
Right?
But as soon as I don't know, Ashanti come out with a sex tape, we
we believe in it.
We
Yeah.
believe in it.
Because we studied Ashanti's body to
Right, but I'm saying that simply to just say I'm saying that simply just to say you could also just be making an excuse because you don't want to believe it.
True, and you know what? It might be
true.
that might be because you have your favorites, like
Right.
you know what I'm saying. Like I keep denying that Chris Brown don't do coke. I keep denying it. I will not agree to. Yeah,
Yeah, the AI shit is crazy now. AI shit is real crazy.
Yeah, son. I seen.
Took that ugly for a long time. All of a sudden, got cute pictures on their Facebook, but that's neither here nor there.
No, that's a whole nother episode. All right, so let's get into the business. We are talking about black men and their health.
All right, we get into it right now. She just said it. I thought this was about men's health.
Who said that? Part of
It's
men's
good for the coach and good for the coach.
part of men's health is laughter, because laughter is good for the heart. All right.
You don't have to call us out like that.
Plus, we ain't seen each other in 2 weeks, so you know what I mean. All right, so I'm gonna read this off real quick. Pardon me, I have a New York City public school education, so I might get one or two words wrong. I will post it on the Realionaires podcast IG, so you can check it out yourself. Here we go. And black men in the United States suffer worse health than any other racial group in America. For example, as a group, black men have the lowest life expectancy and the highest death rate from specific causes compared to both men and women of other racial and ethnic groups. Statistically speaking, black men live 7 years less than men of other racial groups. They also have higher death rates than black women for all leading causes of death. Black men have a higher incidence and a higher rate of death from oral cancer, stop eating that ass, and have a much higher risk of developing HIV and AIDS in their lifetime. Other statistics: 44% of black men are considered overweight. 37.5% are obese. Black men suffer more preventable oral disease that are treatable. Black men have a higher incidence of diabetes and prostate cancer. Black men have a higher suicide rate. It's the third leading cause of death in 15 to 24-year-olds. In 2019, African American men were 30% more likely to die from heart disease than non-Hispanic whites. Although African American adults are 30% more likely to have high blood pressure, they are less likely than non-Hispanic whites to have their blood pressure under control. A new University of Florida study finds that 65% of African American men over the age of 40 are at high risk of having a heart attack or stroke within the next 10 years. The cardiovascular disease risk for most other population groups the team examined remained consistent over time and actually decreased for 2. Among white women, the prevalence of high cardiovascular disease risk fell from 9.6% to 5.8%. And among African American women, the prevalence dropped from 15% to 10.6%. It's a whole bunch of other stuff, but I want to get into this right here real quick. Depression. Depression among black men is often unspoken pain that deeply affects the health and quality of life of black people. In fact, the most current review of evidence on black men and depression suggests a prevalence of 5 to 10%. This figure may be much larger as depression is commonly underdiagnosed. Even more, the failure to adequately address the roots of the black male depression is undermining our communities and keeping us blind to the deep harm of historical and structural racism. In addition to trauma, black men deal with a constellation of racism-related stresses like discrimination, stereotypes, mass incarceration, and police brutality. These stresses degrade their emotional and mental well-being to various degrees. When paired with the social norms and ideals about masculinity that require men to remain strong, dealing with the harsh reality raises that risk of depression. Symptoms of depression that are commonly found in men of color include sleeping too much or sleeping too little, loss of appetite, anger, substance abuse, sexual dysfunction, physical pain, and suicidal thoughts. That's just a little bit of what we going through. So, with that question, with that being read, on a scale of 1 to 10.
You read that shit, by the way.
I did? I read that shit?
I knew you was going to do it because the way you put the glasses on.
Right.
I knew you was about to get mad at your
All right. So, stupid.
Nigga put his smart pants on.
That's right. I had to put my thinking cap.
That's why he wasn't involved in the conversation earlier. He was getting in the mode.
Let's go. This one is serious.
We about to answer that right now.
So now, real quick.
Focus. Let's go.
Mama said, how do we feel about that?
Yeah, we about to get into that right now. Yeah. So let's talk first with the physical health.
Okay.
Now I can sit here and say I am a heart attack survivor. 3 of them. 3 of them things. Thank you. Due to my own stupidity. Black and Miles. I was smoking them like they was weed. Not realizing you're not supposed to inhale that shit. And I was going through 5 of them at work every day. So we're talking about we're talking about 40 of them in a week.
Nigga.
And I started in December. I had the heart attack in June. That was the first one. Second one was 3 months after that. Then the third one was 3 months after that. And the doctor said, listen, you might not make it back here. Slow the fuck down. It was different things that caused it, but nonetheless, I was there. Very scary situation. My brother right here.
Sure.
Yeah. Tell him some of the,
health. Man.
Yeah, health.
We're going to talk about health. We got to talk about me having cancer when I was 32.
Shit.
32? So that whole shit's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Lymphoma, Hodgkin's disease in my right hip, like groin area. It was groin. So shit was nuts. Not like
boom.
You know what I'm saying? But stupid. Like the crazy thing is for us, you know what I'm saying, we really got to get it checked, son. You know what I'm saying? So I felt the knot in my leg, in my groin for about 2 years probably before I got it checked.
2 years.
For about 2 years before I got it checked. And I'm like, it's probably a hernia, you know what I mean? From lifting and shit, doing shit. I probably did squats or deadlift wrong, something like that.
Because we as men, what we do, we wear pain as a badge of honor.
Facts. That's a fact. That's a fact. So finally, you know what I'm saying, I had the wife touch and feel. She was like, yo, why don't you get it checked out? I'm like, fuck it. Why not? You know what I'm saying? I got health care. You know what I'm saying? So fuck it. Why not? Let me use the shit. That's another thing, yo. a lot of men, we don't use the shit that we got, man. Like especially like healthcare, go on a regular basis. Soak all of that shit up. You know what I'm saying? That shit is serious.
Earthquake talked about that. He said when the Obamacare kicked in, he didn't even wait for his premium. He went to the doctor and got everything. Yo, the shit was hilarious. But
you got to do that. So, you know, they do what they do. Test, you know, they cut a piece of your fucking brain, you know what I mean? Piece of your leg to the biopsy and all of that. And the shit came back cancerous, and nigga, you got to go get taken care of.
So what?
And I didn't have chemo. I actually had radiation therapy.
Damn.
Bro, my groin for a whole month.
For a month?
For a whole month straight. That was November of 2011. Every day for the whole month.
But it's gone.
Yeah. Praise God.
What was the first thing that ran through your mind when they told you it? Like instantly, the very first thing.
The very first thing that came through my mind had to be, you know, there's a reason for everything.
That's a man with faith right there.
Yeah.
Cause I'd have been flipping tables. Yeah. Fuck is y'all niggas is wildin'. Nah. I ain't got that. Nah, hell no.
Definitely. The first thing I thought was there's a reason for everything. Like, who knew at the time what it was? I did have my theories on it. Okay. So prior to that, I had a vasectomy. Yeah, 3. That was it, man. 3 was my number.
You serious?
3 was my number.
Babe, listen, babe. I don't know if you watch it because I can't see the comments, but yeah, we gotta talk about that.
He put his retirement papers in.
Yeah, I'm about to put mines in. I'm gonna get mines cut and laminated. Yeah.
Because my wife had 3 C-sections. You know what I mean? So after that, it was like, I'm not gonna put her under another surgery. Like if we done having kids, if we calling it, it's a wrap. I'll go get it. I'll go get the snip. Pop.
Do you ever like
regret it?
Yeah.
No.
Right. I thought he was gonna say, well, sometimes.
Nah, nigga, nah. No, Sheree Bob.
That's right. Shoot the club up with nobody.
I mean, yo, the whole thing was once I got back home, if my shit still work,
right? Yeah, exactly.
Right,
still work. So, we good.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm good.
So, all right. So, no, that's
we was done. Kids, that was good. I was mine.
Do ya?
All right.
Yeah, so that's what I thought it was.
Right.
You know what I mean? I attributed it to that.
Okay.
Like, this is payback, nigga. You went and did good work that ain't yours. That's God's work. You know what I mean? God put me here. If I was supposed to have more kids, I was.
Right.
So, take a little something. You live from it. Just like you live from it. You live from it. I think that was my first instant thought. Like, damn, this is because of that. But I'm going to get through this.
That's some faith right there, cause you know in this day and age you try that shit now, motherfuckers will be on. They'll have blogs and vlogs and Facebook statuses. Y'all pray for your boy. Right. I need all my prayer warriors. You know, and the funny shit about it is people put up the praying emoji, and that's the closest they come to doing a prayer for your ass. I know because I've done it to a couple of people.
It's actually not even a prayer emoji. That's the funny shit about it.
Huh?
It's not a prayer emoji.
What is it?
It's clapping.
Are you serious?
Now when you
so all this time I've been happy that people was going through some shit. I'm sorry, y'all.
When you say pray, it pop up.
Right.
But it's not a prayer emoji.
All right, well.
I'm sorry, y'all.
They made it a prayer.
To everybody,
we made it a prayer emoji.
Right.
Black culture made it.
We know what it is.
Right.
And we also know smartphone ain't so smart. So.
Right. All right. So I got a question.
What's good?
On a scale of 1 to 10. How serious, and this is for everybody at the table, is your health to you? Be honest.
Now, it's a big deal. But I was definitely one of them dudes like, man, if I don't see nothing, I'm good.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, I didn't start going to the doctor annually till 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I went years without going to the doctor.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'll be honest, I always felt good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got my little issues, but nothing ever that to me was crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, anybody who know me will tell you I'm a machine.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? I go to work every day if I have to, literally. Not like, no, every day I'll go. You know what I'm saying?
That's that Haitian blood.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, boy.
You know what I'm saying? But that's and it's funny that you say that because that's what I saw my dad do. Mm-hmm. I saw my dad, he was always out. Now, I'm not saying he wasn't never doing nothing he wasn't supposed to be doing, but what I'm saying is he was definitely always out working.
Right.
And so I kind of came up the same way where it's like, you know, I'm a provider. And I slow down when I feel like I can. Mm-hmm. And I've never been at that point yet. Right. So till this day, I keep going. Like, I go to work, go back to the crib, go to a show. You know what I'm saying? I do it with this. I go to work, I come here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, so
same here.
But what I will say is 3 years ago when I first went, I was scared as shit.
Yep. Because you got the full checkup?
Yeah, I got the full checkup and everything came back good. You know what I'm saying? So I was definitely blessed to be right.
Right.
All these years. But now it's like, nah, that's important. You know what I'm saying? And it's because of what you see every day, what you hear every day of just, you know, like you just read, black people going through this, somebody you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was fortunate to grow up and not really lose anybody. And that's changing now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, because you're at that age now where your friends is,
right.
Yep.
That's that next part.
But the crazy, the crazy part is, as much as you at that age, it's the health shit.
Right.
Where it's like, this person ain't take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? And you sat back and didn't know.
Right.
Because what we do as men, we good. Mm-hmm. We gonna live every day the same way until we can.
Mm-hmm. Till the Grim Reaper sitting in the room going, come on.
Right.
You're like, nah, I gotta go to work. Nah,
right.
I already called
like I tapped you on the shoulder and you ignored me. Mm-hmm. And now I'm here for real.
Slim.
Definitely not as much as I should. And it's funny because I work in a hospital.
Wow.
So I see people just be fucked up all the time, and you know, I don't take it as serious as I should.
Do you think it's because you're on the other side of the line as far as in the hospital?
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's just like everybody said, we just, as men, we just go. Like he said earlier, if I don't feel nothing wrong or see nothing wrong, well, I gotta go. But it's funny MJB said that because the time I did go, when I finally got a real job and got some health insurance, I went and they told me all this shit. Nothing crazy was wrong with me, but they told me all this shit, and I'm just like, God damn, walk around all these times, all these years, and you got arthritis in your knee and this and that, and I'm like, wait, what?
And all this time you thought it was just because you slept wrong.
Right. I'm like, nah, I've been hooping, so my knee hurt from hooping or whatever. That's all it is. Like, she like, nah, you got arthritis. I'm like, love, I'm way too old for arthritis. She's like, there's no age for it. Like, but you know, I had a couple of other, you know, things that I still need to check out, but nothing serious. But like he said, though, you don't know until you go, and the fear of going, for me, was always hearing something I didn't want to hear.
Right.
So that was always my fear, like, oh man, what's this? This is more than what I thought it was, and I was feared hearing that. So part of me, ignorantly, was like, that's not a word. Whatever.
It is tonight, goddammit. Yeah, ignorantly.
Part of me was just like, I don't want to go because I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
You know, so, and it's funny you touched on, you said your wife was like, you should go. Yeah. Not to change the subject, but we have to give appreciation to women in our lives.
Facts.
So let's be real. The women in our lives are the main going to tell us to go to the fucking doctor. Yeah. Maybe not you, but most of us, the women are the ones that tell us to go to the doctor all the time. But like,
you know, my wife always with that. Daddy,
right, like, we used to go to the doctor, get yourself checked out, and then, so, yes, but definitely to answer your question, I don't take it as serious as I should.
You know, it's crazy is that, like for me, and I think this is for a lot of people who can look and go, yeah, I'm fat, right? This is the shit. You want to lose the weight, right? You're putting in the work to lose the weight. But the weight ain't coming off as fast as you want it to. Or as fast as you think it should because of the way you change your eating, you change how you work out and all these things. But you gotta realize it. And this was the shit that I realized not too long ago. It took me over 40 years to fuck my body up. That shit is not gonna get fixed in a year or two.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And then it's like we're so ignorant to certain things. Like I didn't know about good and bad cholesterol. I didn't know about cortisone levels until after my third heart attack. This is after 2 stents have been put in.
True.
That the nurse sits down and go, listen, see these numbers right here? This is why you fucked up. This right here comes from stress. This is why your fucking stomach is looking like it's looking. Because your body, cortisol is your body's defense against stress. I'm not saying that's all, because motherfucker, this stomach is also sponsored by McDonald's, Wendy's, and all that shit. But the cortisol and the stress, because we as black men, we live fucking stress. If you can find a black man that say he's actually stress free, don't live in America
at all.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like I was talking with somebody and I said, yo, I think every black person is given PTSD along with their birth certificate. Like real shit. Like that's something you're only supposed to get in war.
We get
Fuck,
that
we
shit.
in war all the time.
We are.
We really are.
We really are.
We really are.
And the thing about it is that for us, and I always, like people always, oh, why you harp on men? 1, because I'm a man.
Right.
And 2, because I know and watch men suffer in silence, bro.
Silence, yeah.
And no one pays attention until either they die or they fucking snap.
Right.
And in neither one of those is it understood what got this person here.
Yep.
Oh, he died? Oh, that's fucked up. Yo, he was a good dude. Now you the greatest motherfucker alive. People are posting pictures of you and your social. Where was all of that when I was fucking breathing?
Right.
When I hit you and I said, yo, you good. How are you? And you didn't respond.
Right.
It happens. Moving into the next part. Mental.
Okay.
The mental. I will never ever say that our black women don't go through shit. I will never ever say that. As the product of a black woman, someone married to a black woman, raising black women, I know that black women go through shit. But the one difference, support system. What I mean, like I said about the breakup, if a woman breaks up with a man, she can almost guarantee at least 2 of her friends will hold her down. Men go through shit. A man will fuck around and be on the chopping block at his job, and you won't know it.
Right.
What's wrong? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. But you're not.
Facts.
So my question is, do you ever have that moment where you go, I'm not okay? And if so, how do you deal with it?
So that's an interesting
Absolutely.
that's an interesting thing that you say there. Because and I say that because here's the thing, as a man, right? Let's keep it all the way 100. The only time you may even get to that point of saying, yo, I'm not okay, is going back into your lady.
Is what?
Your lady is the person that you go to and say that to, because your boy, he don't get it the same way, even if he do. He can't show that he get it the same way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And here's the fucked up part with when it comes to your lady being that person that you go to, depending on what y'all going through when that comes out, you may be called the bitch.
Exactly. The safe place.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
use
like, Right, right. So now, if I can't go to you, who I'm supposed to be able to go to with everything,
Right.
I gotta hold it in.
Yep.
And that's where the hold it in comes from, and I'm gonna live with it, and I'm gonna deal with it on a daily basis. And what happens? I get worse. You know what I'm saying? And you know, some people are strong enough to pull themselves out of it. You know, but how many times?
Right. How many times can you keep saying, I got this,
yeah,
I got this?
Yeah.
I asked that because from, I say 2011 up until 2 years ago, mentally I was fucked up. I wasn't who I was, and I didn't care. And then when it seemed like the shit couldn't get worse, God said, hold my beer, and took my mother. And that put me in a very dark place. But I couldn't stay there because I gotta work. I'm still trying to be an artist. I got a wife. I got kids. I got friends. I got people that if they find out that
hold you to that.
Real ain't who he was, we got a problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I had a friend of mine's, Verbal. Shout out to Verbal. She said to me, I call her Al Bundy because she gives it to you just plain and simple. But she said to me one day, she said, I want you to try this. Go in your bathroom, look in the mirror, and apologize to yourself. So what the fuck? She said, just try it. And that shit was hard to do. But when I finally did it, after crying like a bitch and, all the snot bubbles and everything, I actually felt better. Clear enough that I can start checking into shit that I can do for me. You know what I'm saying? Because especially if you have a household, you spend so much time trying to be the glue for the household. Like Superman, who do you cry to? You know what I'm saying? So my suggestion to the brothers sitting here, as well as any black man who's watching this and you're going through your things, first and foremost, remember that you are not perfect and no one walking this earth is.
Facts.
Don't beat yourself up too hard because the world is waiting to do it for you. And as long as you can look yourself in the face, you're halfway there. Going into...
Wait, before we go into the next one.
Right.
Because I do want to share a different experience than the both of you. You know what I mean?
Go.
Which is, I think is so important because we all black men around the same age and we all have the same shit. You know what I'm saying? We all have the families that we care about and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? We got our lives. We got everything on our plates. All live in America. All live in New York. We have so many fucking different experiences alone, you know what I'm saying? So boom, I'm hearing both of y'all speak, right? And the wild thing about it is I have my wife, number one, right? But I also have female friends that I could reach out to and express all of this shit. All of this shit, you know what I'm saying? And then I got some of my niggas, like my right hand 5 niggas that I've known for over 25, damn near probably 30 years. I can reach out to any one of them and let a lot of this shit off. Sometimes I do.
Right.
Sometimes I don't. You know what I'm saying? So I share that whole certain shit in. Like, we got to deal with our own shit. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to say that if you got the solid motherfuckers around you, that shit is important, man.
Oh, absolutely.
As black men, we have to have the solid people. We have to have the right woman. The right niggas. And if them niggas ain't right, I love you. But some niggas gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody can't go.
And that's interesting that you say that. But I'll also say sometimes it's not even, and for real, your nigga. Sometimes it's you not being afraid to break that.
Open that up.
Yeah. You
and
know
that's
what I'm
another
saying?
thing.
Because the nigga probably waiting.
Oh, a lot of
You know what I'm
times.
saying? Because
A lot of times.
He want to tell you.
Yo, my nigga, I do that shit. And you know what I'm saying? I do this shit like every other week. You know what I mean? Niggas be like, yo.
Listen, I've been so guarded in my life. Yo, there are people that I've known for over 20 years that don't know my real fucking name, bro.
It's a fact.
And it's like, because if you find out my real name, now I gotta deal with telling you where it came from. I gotta deal with you clowning and shit and me taking a breath and going, yeah, the niggas just playing, because I take that shit very seriously, you know? So I definitely understand it, and it's dope that you have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's amazing that you have that, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a lot of relationships, you probably won't you won't share the deepest, darkest, weakest part of you because it's a simple fact. You know, part of this dynamic is you appearing strong.
Yeah.
You being a protector. Now, I understand that there's strength in being vulnerable.
Yeah.
There's definitely strength in that.
Yeah.
But in the same token, like for me, and I think I said it to you one time as far as with poetry, is that, yeah, I see you. Go ahead. I don't get too deep in my poetry because when I get there, who gonna bring me back? You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch poets break down on stage and I'm like, that shit is dope. Can't be me.
Right, but then that's that shield I'm talking about.
Right.
It's no one is forcing you that. You
Yeah.
live so long where it's like I don't even know no other way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, but again, another thing you said that I definitely agree with, and I'm glad I personally got this, is the right woman. Right woman is definitely important. You gotta be able to like let it all out.
Shout out to all the right women that's doing it right.
You about to you made a whole new
Yeah.
That's new hashtag now.
What?
They all had on their hashtag.
No, because some of them.
I'm the right woman.
No, but some of them. That's the problem. Some of them think they're the right woman, and you're just missed right now.
That's definitely the
thing.
definitely the problem.
You know what I mean?
But we ain't gonna get off topic. That's
Right,
definitely the problem.
that's a whole nother
and that's
topic.
still our fault.
You think so?
Absolutely.
You know what? I saw.
You create that.
Wait, hold on.
We don't
Wait,
create that.
he just hit some shit. I watched something on YouTube, right? And this is going off topic. God damn it, I hate it, but I got to do it. So these, I call them the BET niggas. Those are the ones that you see on the movies, you know, the light-skinned niggas with the perfect beard. You know what I'm saying? They the perfect shape. They wear the right clothes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They wear the little skinny-ass pants. So they had a forum. And the dude says, a guy in the audience says, yo, if I'm with a female and she stops giving me oral, am I wrong if I go out and find it elsewhere? So the dude says, and it wasn't even what he said, it was how he said it. Yes, you're wrong. You're wrong because you created that situation. Rather than just finding a female who likes head, this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada.
What's the name? I seen it.
Yeah, so I wish I was in the audience because the first thing I would have said was, hey, what about the bitches that lie? Because when you first get with a person, the first person you meet is not that person.
Of course.
So you sitting there and they like you, they into you like, yeah, I like head. And they gonna be like, yeah, I like it too. But then they realize this nigga take forever to come, my jaws hurt, he's grabbing my motherfucking head, I don't like gagging, all of this different shit that they learn, I really didn't like it.
Right.
So answer this. She said, absolutely yes. Figure out why she stopped in the first place.
Right.
But see, what irritates about that is you're still putting it back on him.
Exactly.
No, figure it out. No, figure it out, and then figure out what the fuck you gonna do from there. Now, my thing
but
is
it's still putting it back on him because it's like something you did made her stop. See, here's my thing right now. I had a conversation with somebody the other day.
Give it to me up top.
Women have to stop using sex as a reward system. Stop saying, I'm giving him pussy because he did XYZ, but if he don't do XYZ, he ain't gonna get no pussy for 2 weeks. Stop doing that, especially in a relationship.
What age group is that? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing we got overall.
I feel you, but
women use sex as a reward system.
I don't want to seem like I'm against niggas, but we still create that.
I need to know how we create that. Break it down.
Don't tell me about being like thirsty.
That's absolutely what it is.
So it's the thirsty niggas fucking it up for everybody.
But thirsty for what though? We talk
pussy.
about relationships or we talk about just in general? Because I shouldn't have to be thirsty in my relationship.
You shouldn't have to be thirsty in your relationship.
And it also shouldn't affect you as much in your relationship.
Why not?
You mean why not?
Why would it affect me?
How are you in a relationship? Like, this is the thing, right? So
do you? All right. In the beginning of you messing with a shorty, the way you go for pussy, the way you go for sex. Excuse me. Do you always do it throughout the entire relationship?
Okay, yes.
Yes or no?
Yes. And no, I'm gonna tell you no. Because if we in a relationship for this long, why do I still have to work that hard for sex?
I'm not even talking about working hard for it. I'm not talking about working that hard for it. I'm talking about, do you want it the same amount that you wanted it in the beginning?
Absolutely.
You use a
Absolutely.
Use a different nigga.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. When I first, I let you know it had at least 3 times a week, and that don't change.
Absolutely.
But what I have learned to understand, I was gonna save this for my stand-up, but I had a fetish with the gagging shit.
Okay.
Right? Used to always say to my wife, babe, cause she get it, but she ain't, I have no complaints, but it's always like, why don't you,
Right.
try it this way, and then you don't want to say too much, cause then it become what bitch is doing it. That ain't the case. It's just some shit I saw on a
that
porno
bitch that's
flick.
doing it anyway.
Right, it's just some shit I saw on a porno flick. I was like, baby, hey, I've been a good dude. This birthday coming up, but I was big on that, and then. One day, I was brushing my teeth. And I'm brushing my tongue.
This man is wild right now.
And the shit went too far back.
We about to go left.
Bro, I went, and the pain that I felt, I went right in the room. I said, baby, I will never ask you to do that shit ever again. I still want head, but we ain't got to do the Gawk Gawk 3000.
Right.
Because that shit
I
hurt.
really think your goal is to get us canceled.
This guy.
Bro, listen, have you seen the disclaimer at the beginning?
Oh shit!
They let you know they are not responsible for what the fuck we say.
Yo, she's dying.
But I bet you one thing, it's real shit. It's real shit.
Only the real. Only the real.
What? All right, so
Only
let's get
the real.
back on topic.
My man.
Roy, what up?
What has been okay? Here we go. Emotional health. How important is it for that to be intact?
For me, that's a tough question.
Because you're emotionally numb.
I have very little emotion close to that, to be honest.
You fuck around be screaming and niggas just be like, first of all, it's raining.
That nigga told me one day, he said, people must hate you. I said, why? He said, because you don't got no fucking emotion, nothing bothers you. I'm like, it's my superpower. I don't, but I will say this. I see the negative side of it because my daughter's the same way. Mm-hmm. My daughter's numb. So her great grandmother passed away, right? She was very close to her great grandmother. And me and her mother's like, damn, how we gonna tell her? So we go get her from school. She wait till friend's school. We're fucking losing it how we're gonna tell her this. She come home, we tell her. She's like, oh.
I'm going to do my homework.
Yeah, the rest of her days kept going. I'm like,
And it stayed that way?
So I said, that's not good.
It stayed that way?
Stayed that way.
Yeah, because
That's
sometimes
not
it
good.
hit you later.
Yeah.
Not good. Nothing hits her. She's worse than me, which is insane because I'm bad.
I think it's a catch-22. Being in tune and touch with your emotions is a great thing, but it can also be crippling.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying? Because you get so caught up in you hurt my feelings. What about my feelings? You don't pay attention to the whole situation at hand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For instance, I don't know if you remember the fire that happened next door to us in the lot. All right, so motherfuckers working in the lot, fake ass mechanics, working on cars. One of the motherfuckers got a cigarette in his mouth. Cigarette drops into the gas tank. Needless to say, the whole block was orange. But this shit is happening this is my house. It's happening right here. So I look out the window and it's mad bright orange. The fuck? I go outside and I open the door and I see the flames. So I go in the house, tell him, tell my mother, tell my wife. Yo, let's fucking go. We leaving out. The glass is popping, hitting me in the neck and all that. This shit is hot. I'm saying to my mother, Ma, come on. She's like, I gotta get my slipper. I'm like, yo, fuck that slipper, come on.
Right.
You get across the street, she's mad at me. Because I said, fuck your slipper. I said, Ma, do you see what we were in?
Yeah.
But to me, that was the best example of when you were too deep in your emotions that you can't see. She knew it was a fire, and she knew this shit was dangerous. Right. But you just said, fuck my slipper. I can't deal with that.
Right.
We got older and talked about it. She was like, I understood, but it still bothered me. Okay, I get it. You raised me this way, though. You understand what I'm saying? So take a bow. Congratulations, Miss Williams. it's a boy.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I think that for men, black men, having no emotions is dangerous.
Yeah.
I think it's almost as dangerous as being too in touch with your emotions. And I say that because for you, if you're in touch with your emotions, certain shit you're not gonna do. Like, for instance, there's a story of these dudes. This woman is coming from work. It's about 2 a.m. 4 dudes jump out of a car. They rob her. She's crying or whatever. They pull a gun on her, shut the fuck up, blah, 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 and they jump in the car and they pull off. She starts trying to flag a car down. These motherfuckers came back and beat her up. You gotta be a heartless motherfucker. You done already robbed her. You scared the fuck out of her. She's terrified and you come back. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's mostly spent on our youth now. And I think it's the evolution of us trying to be harder than we were. Or harder than we should have had to be.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us grew up where you had to be hard. Not even understanding why, because no one told us, listen, little nigga, this is why you got to be X, Y, and Z. But when you get here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a friend, Christ is 17 years up top. Came home, he didn't even know how to fucking laugh. Like, we would be in some shit and it'd be funny. He'd just be like, until one day I was like, nigga, you are home. Fucking laugh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, we got to wrap it up. This was definitely dope. We got to come back to this. But before we leave this, yeah. Dealing with loss of a loved one hits us hard.
Very.
And I think because, again, we don't get to talk about it. Without getting too deep, the name of a loved one that you miss.
We probably got the same one. Our mom. It's Gwendolyn Williams. I ain't gonna say her middle name because she'll probably still slap me.
Right. She fuck around and bust you in the head with something.
Charlie Terry, my very close friend from childhood. Lost him in 2020.
Wow.
So I can't say one without the next. First one, definitely my eldest daughter, Trinity Smith. And 2 years before that, father. I mean, you talk about black fathers and raising, so Albert Smith. You know what I'm saying? And gotta name both because this is all in the past, 2023 and 2021. So that shit is with me every day. So we talk about depression, we talk about all these different things. I'm going through it still.
Right.
I ain't saying I'm on the other side. I can see some kind of glimmer. It might be light. It might just be a corner. You know what I mean? So I'm very much in the midst of it, but.
So how do you deal?
Everything.
Everything.
Drinking, smoking, living, talking to my wife more, even more. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, because we the only ones going through what we going through. Right? I got 2 other daughters, so they going through their own going through. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still, of course, super extra worried about them. How it's affecting them, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Who's a sister, your elder sister, who's like a mother to you, like a second mother to you. You know what I mean? That's how we raise, and that's how. So it's hard, man. It's hard. So I don't know, man, but like I said, I definitely have the right people in my corner. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else trying to push me back to poetry and my niggas to that. And I love that. You know what I'm saying?
Hit that goddamn stage. Stop playing.
But yeah, it's a process. I say that.
Close it with this.
And therapy.
and therapy.
Try that shit.
Yes.
Do that shit.
Yeah, I did.
Gotta find the right one.
Wait,
Gotta
hold
find
on.
the right one.
Real quick. I did the research on us in therapy. One of the reasons that we don't go to therapy is because the therapists don't look like us. Here we go. Nationally, 4% of psychologists, 2% of psychiatrists, 22% of social workers, 7% of marriage and family counselors, and 11% of professional counselors are reported to be black. Which means we don't have a lot of options. So it goes back to what Wise said. Find your support system.
Yes, absolutely.
Find your escape.
Yes.
Because even your support system can get tired. For instance, like I know emotionally I put my wife through hell, which is why I try to make sure that, you know, we have a laugh moment and stuff like that. But also I have music. I have writing. I have jokes. If you're ever around me and I'm cracking a lot of fucking jokes, 9 times out of 10, I'm going through some shit. Know your friends. And if you say you're truly there for your friends, be there for your friends.
Big facts.
We are in a world now where social media actions, people get more mad at being blocked than you walking past them in the street not speaking to them, which is crazy to me.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy to me. We got to get back to us because we are the only ones that's going to save us. I am the real, sitting here with the other two wise men, Slimothy the announcer, MJD, our special guest, Wise, the Bayesian Bear. This has been the Realionaires podcast. We see y'all next week. Peace.
We back, baby.
Yeah, I'm wearing my house coat next week.